What's happening, y'all? Showman Flex back at it again with another dope episode of the Flex Files. This is gonna be just a real quick one, man, like a little rant. The Russell Wilson future situation has resurfaced on the internet. I feel like that topic resurfaces every like 5 to 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes even shorter than that. You know what I'm saying? About every few months. You know, people always talking about it, like whether it be on podcast or just come back on my For You page, like calling Russell Wilson a simp and calling him this and that. He a square, he a lame, because he taking care of a child that ain't his, and he dealing with a woman that, used to be a hoe, or, they used to deal with Future, and it's like, y'all, like, the excuses just keep on piling up, right? And, before we get into it, make sure to click that subscribe button below so that way you know when I post new content for y'all. And thank y'all for all the new subscribers and the old ones as well from day one. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and making this channel grow, right? But let's get into it, y'all, because it's always a topic to talk about. And here's my thing, y'all. Like, I understand, like, a lot of men, they don't date a woman with kids, or they wouldn't marry a woman that got kids or baggage with somebody, depending on the dude, whatever. And that's your prerogative. I get it. You know what I mean? But every man don't live by the same code. And what I see Russell Wilson doing is he's taking care of his responsibilities as a man, or he's taking care. And that involves taking care of another man's child. But y'all, Russell Wilson make a lot of money. He make more money in the future. Like, he got the woman that he wanted. Ciara. And people could say, oh, he simped for her, but y'all, Ciara look like she madly in love with Russell. She look like she madly in love with Russell Wilson. She don't never be talking about Future. It ain't like she checking for Future and still kind of like throwing hints like she feeling him. Like, she madly in love with Russell Wilson, nigga. Like, if anything, Future one look like to me like he's still feeling Ciara probably. You know what I'm saying? And she done really moved on into a healthy relationship, marriage, life, right? Completely different life than what she had with Future. And so she basically just became a whole different new woman, right? So, the new conversation I heard about Russell Wilson was on the Pivot podcast. If you're not familiar with that, it's the show with Ryan Clark and a couple other people. This other guy named Channing Crowder or something, I can't remember. If y'all know his name, put it in the comment section. But he used to be an ex-football player. I didn't know who the dude was until he got on the podcast with Ryan Clark, with RC. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know this dude like that. Don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but he, again, talked about Russell Wilson. This ain't the first time he's talked about Russell Wilson, though. But again, he said, yeah, I'm not saying Russell Wilson's not a great human. He's a great person. It's amazing what he's doing with little Future son. But, like, in Atlanta, he would be considered a lame, to a lot of Atlanta dudes or whatever he was saying, right? It's like, as if anybody give a fuck about what Atlanta dudes got to say about it. Look, I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta a lot, but so, like, why the fuck would I care about that? I'm a grown man. Like, we grown men talking about what's lame and what's not. Leave that to the Gen Z generation and the Gen Alpha generation. We grown men caring about that shit. Like, just stop. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, respectfully. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Russell Wilson don't give a fuck about what none of these dudes got to say about it. Or what any of us got to say about it on TikTok streets. Whatever. Right? Like, this dude making multi-millions of dollars. He can do whatever he want with his money. But most importantly, if that's lame, if what Russell Wilson is doing is lame, then more men need to be like that. And what I mean by that is, live by code. Every man got to have a code of ethics. He's living on his code of ethics. If it's not your code of ethics that you agree with or subscribe to, well, that's on you. But that's his code of ethics, and at least he's doing that. He's holding true to that standard. Every man should have a code of ethics. This ain't even really about every man need to take care of a single mother's child. I'm not saying that. But they got married. They're married and they're with each other. So he's making millions of dollars. So at this point, yeah, Ciara's child, especially assuming that Future ain't in the child's life. I don't really know a lot about it, but I've kind of heard that that's the case. So if he not really in his child life like that, well, then the son probably want Russell Wilson to be in his life like that then. Since Future ain't, if assuming that, because I don't know. I don't know, so I ain't going to say that's what it is. But I keep hearing people saying it. But I don't know for a fact. But regardless of any of that, you're married to this person and they had a life and a child before you. So it's kind of irrational to think that you as the new father is not going to be in that child's life, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you really think about it from that perspective. So, and Russell Wilson seemed like a good guy. So, that's what it is. But at least he's not playing a character though. He's not playing a character. He's who he is. And why he's who he is and who Russell Wilson is exactly why Ciara is in love with his ass. So it's like what everybody else got to say really don't fucking matter. And this, look, bro, like I listen to Future still. I grew up like peak Future was my college days, 2011, 2012, 2010, whatever. So I know all about, I still listen to Future on my Pandora playlist. So I ain't slighting Future, but at the same time, it's like, that Channing Crowder dude just keep on talking about this Russell Wilson thing and calling Russell Wilson lame, because he said in the podcast, he was like, yeah, he just be lame to a lot of people, or Atlanta people like, but who the fuck cares? Why are we grown adults. We in our fucking 30s, 40s, 50s. Why are we still worrying about what's cool and what's not? Leave that to the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas. Leave that to them. Why are we caring what the fuck anybody say is lame and shit? I don't. Gen Z people be commenting on my posts all the time saying I'm cringe and I'm corny. You think I give a fuck about that shit? I'm in my fucking 30s. I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a fuck. And they always be like, this is a grown ass man, by the way, making this post. Yeah, you damn right, motherfucker. I'm a grown ass man. So I'm a grown ass man enough not to give a fuck about what you childlike people are thinking about what I'm posting. So anyways, so leave that to the Gen Zs to care about. You know what I mean? But my point also being is this, y'all. Like, more men need to live by code of ethics. And this is probably Russell Wilson's code of ethics. And like, he got every right to do what he doing. He make millions of dollars. And so what other people are saying don't mean a fucking thing, what he doing. Married to a beautiful, successful woman and a queen who probably ain't even got to work. No, she ain't even, look, if she came out with an album, I don't know about it. But she probably ain't got to do a damn thing. And them kids ain't got to do shit either. Russell Wilson, he ain't having the best telling of his career, especially me being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Yeah, it won't it. But he making a lot of money. A lot of money, cheddar, cha-ching, to care anything about what the fuck people are saying. And she got a lot of money to care about what people saying about her. So I don't know what the fuck. If what Russell Wilson is doing is lame, sign me the fuck up. How about that? So I can get some damn money and millions my damn self. Sign me the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers don't shit. Anyways, look, this is the last thing I wanted to talk about. So, hey, shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to click the subscribe button below so that way you know when I post new content for y'all. It's your man Flex. I'm out. Peace.